Good morning, everyone. Myself Nandhini. I am Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Aided, and my topic is about list in Python. Um, Next thing is my agenda. It focus about introduction to Python, and then introduction to list, and then how to create a list, and then how to access an element in a list, and then it focus on the list common methods, and then copying list in Python, and my final topic is how to delete an element from a list. Let us discuss about our introduction. So, introduction to Python generally focuses on Python is a high level language, and then Python is also an interpreted programming language. Interpreted means it executes line by line, whereas C is a compiler programming language. C first compile your program, spot the error, and then when you correct the error it will run the code, whereas in Python it first interpret line by line. If an error occurs in a particular line, it will ask you to correct the error, then the program proceed with the next line. That is the concept of interpreted programming language. Python was released in 1991, and then Python is easy to learn and use. Why means it syntax is like a simple English format. That is why Python is very easy to learn and then easy to use. And then Python supports object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming in sense it supports class and object concepts. This is a general introduction about Python. Let me move on to our next topic about list. In Python, list is considered as a collection of items. It is an inbuilt data type in Python. List is ordered. Why ordered means, for example, please consider the given example in the slide, that is list equal to, within square bracket I am inserting 10, 20, 30 and then 40. Here at index 0 10 is allocated, at index 1 20 is allocated, at index 2 30, at index 4 we have 40. In this list is an list will input the elements in an ordered way according to the index. So list is an ordered collection of items. My second point is list is mutable. Mutable in sense list elements can be changed in the list. We can modify the elements in the list. That is what mutable. And then list allows duplicate values. Duplicate values in sense when we create a list, the elements in the list can be of duplicate copies. 10 can be placed twice in a list. That is what duplicate values. List supports duplicate values, and then list is enclosed within the square bracket. As we mentioned in the example, list is within the square bracket. My next topic is how to create a list. As per syntax, we have to assign a variable name for a list. Here in my example, my list is the variable name followed by assignment operator. Then within the square bracket, I am creating my list. Here in my list, I have created 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the elements or of integer data type. List can also be of mixed data type. In my second example, I have created a mixed data type list. In this, I have created a variable mixed list and then assign the values 1, apple, 3.5 and then true. Here is a mixed data type elements in the list. The mixed data type means 1 is an integer value, apple is string, 3.5 is float and then true is a boolean data type. List support both same data type as well as mixed data type. Next thing focuses on accessing the list element. We have created a list. Then our next topic focuses on how we can get a particular element from the list. In order to get a particular element from the list, we have to specify the index positions. Here in my example, I have assigned fruits as a variable name followed by assignment operator, and then I have created a list as apple, banana and then cherry. Based on its index positions, I have printed fruit of 0. Fruit of 0 in the sense at index 0, I have inserted apple. So at index 0, apple will get printed. And then my second print statement focuses on negative indexing. Here I have specified both positive indexing as well as negative indexing. Positive indexing starts from first element to last element, that is from apple to cherry. That is what I mentioned, the index 0, 1 and then 2. Negative indexing starts from the last element to the first element. In my example, I have considered cherry as my last element. So negative indexing starts from the last element as -1 index, further followed till the first element as -3 index. According to the index positions, the list elements will get printed. Next thing my topic focuses on modifying a list. As we already said, list is mutable. So modifications in list is quite possible. So in my example, I have given fruit of 1 equal to orange. Already I have created a list of fruits. In that index 1, I have specified banana. Now I am changing the index 1 as orange, and then I want to check whether the index gets changed or not. So I print fruits. When I print fruits, instead of banana, orange get modified in the list. So modification is successful in list. Next topic is common list methods. These were the common list methods in Python. Append method. First one is append. It focuses on adding an item at the end. Only at the end, your particular element will get appended. Next thing is insert method. That is inserting a particular element at that particular index is what insert method. Next one is remove method. If you know a particular element, that particular element will get removed from the list. For remove method, you have to type the particular element within the parenthesis, not its index position. Next thing is pop method. Pop method will remove the particular index. If you give pop parenthesis no index, means it will default remove the last element in your list. Next method is sort method. It will sort all the elements in your list based on an order. Reverse method will reverse the entire list in Python. And then length method. Length method, in sense, it will tell you how many elements present in the list. For example, if I have created 10, 20, 30, 40 in a list, length of the list will give you 4. That is, I have inserted only the 4 elements in list. Next thing is copying a list in Python. Generally in real time, what we say copy? Copy means we are creating a duplicate of the original. Same thing applies in Python. Here we are creating a duplicate copy of a list from that original list. That is what copying a list in Python. Copying a list is done, first thing, informal way of copying. What it focus on, when we assign a equal to list 1 2 3, and then what next step is, I have created another variable b and then assign that a to b. In this, our original list is copied to b. In sense, it doesn't copy the object alone, it also copy the references also. Whatever modifications we do in A, it is also reflected in B. Hence, it is considered as an informal way of copying. Why means it actually copies the references. So it is considered as an informal way. References in sense, its memory. B is pointing to A's memory. That is what the references mean. Let me explain with an example. Here in memory, A list have elements 1, 2, 3. When I assign B to A, both point to the same memory. So this method is considered as an informal way of copying. Next focuses on formal way. Copying a list in a formal way has two methods. First one is slicing and then second one is copy inbuilt method. So let me discuss about what slicing. Slicing means, in this we have to use the slicing operator. I have created a list 1 with elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have created a copy of list 1 to list 2 using this slicing operator. When I give this slicing operator means list 1 elements will be copied to list 2, and then finally what I do is list 1 dot append of 10. In list 1 I am appending element 10. After 4, 10 will get appended. That is what printed in list 1. Followed by I have used a print statement of list 2. What it print means only 1, 2, 3, 4. Why it didn't print 10 means it only copy the objects, not its reference. So before appending itself, we have made a copy. So only the copied elements till 1, 2, 3, 4 will get copied to list 2, not the appended element will get copied. So next thing focuses on an inbuilt copy function. In this inbuilt function, we have to import copy from the copy module. For that we have given from copy and then import copy. So you have to use this inbuilt function from the copy module. First create that and then followed by we have created list 1 with elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and then using this inbuilt copy function we have created list 2 equal to copy of list 1. In this the list 1 elements will get automatically copied to list 2. When I want to see the change, I have created print list 2 and then see the modifications what has happened in the list. Next thing focuses on deleting elements in Python. We have already seen how elements are copied from one list to another. Next thing my topic focuses on about deleting the elements. In deleting elements in Python list, there are three methods. First method is delete, second method is remove, third one is pop. First thing I'm going to discuss about delete method. Using this method, we have used the delete keyword. When we assign a list with elements 10, 20, 30 and 40, now I want to delete an element at index 1, I have to give del list index 1. If I gave this, then print list, the first index element will get deleted. So according to our output, first index correspond to 20th element. So that particular element will get deleted and the remaining element will be displayed as an output. In this delete method, we cannot assign a variable to delete method because delete is a statement. The statement doesn't return anything. When we assign a variable to that delete function, it doesn't return anything and our output will show an error indicating that delete is a statement, it's not a function. So it is an invalid syntax. Next method focuses on remove function. In this remove, we have create a list and then our syntax for remove is list.remove of 2. It will remove the first occurrence in your list. Remove of 2 will remove the first index element, that is that particular element will get deleted, 2 will get deleted and the remaining elements will be displayed as an output. Here also we cannot assign a variable to a remove function. Why means its job is just to modify the list, it does not return any value, so we cannot assign a variable to a list remove function. Third thing is pop function. Pop function, as I already said, by default it will remove the last element from your list. If you specify the index, for example x equal to list.pop of 1, first index position element will get popped from your list. When you want to see the change, you can print the list and see the change. Like that, the remove, delete and pop function gets worked in Python. So thank you everyone.